Hello, fellow mortals, and today I'm going to be talking about a video game that is basically all story. I usually tend to try to avoid talking too much about story in my reviews because I don't want to accidentally spoil anything, but alas, here we are. I'm gonna do this review and I'm not gonna spoil anything. I know I can do it. So let's get started. What Remains of Edith Finch tells the stories of the Finch family while Edith Finch is learning them herself. Her mother, Dawn, tried to shield Edith from the family history to try to save her from the family curse. However, Dawn has just passed and left Edith the keys to the family home they had left 7 years prior. The house holds the stories of the other Finch's lives. What Remains of Edith Finch was created by Giant Sparrow. It's a walking simulator, which is a very specific niche type of game that kind of feels more like you're experiencing a book rather than playing a video game. To move the story along, we are able to interact with items that have either a white dot, a white outlined hand, or a white outlined book. Everything you interact with tells a little bit more about the Finch family and their diverse personalities and lives. While playing What Remains of Edith Finch, the words that are being said appear on the screen. I love how they interact with the environment and the diversity of the way the words leave the screen. There were even times when you had to interact with the letters to put the text together, to create the sentences. I adored this feature. I just thought it was just really wonderful. The game offers no run button, but for the most part I thought it was perfectly paced. Except for at the end, it felt just a little bit too slow for me. What Remains of Edith Finch has us walking through the Finch family property. The property includes a small beach, a forest, the family graveyard, and of course the house. When the game starts, we walk through the forest, and the stillness combined with the towering, dominating house that we are approaching was very unnerving for me. And this feeling stayed with me throughout the whole game. I just had this intense sense of something bad is going to happen to Edith. This feeling was compounded for me because we're told very early on that there is a Finch family curse, and also Edith doesn't know much of anything about her family members that lived in the house, so I was kind of like nervous about taking corners and stuff, essentially. Edith herself seems less concerned with the family curse and instead takes this time to learn more about her family. The Finch family house is massive, but the combination of the hoarded books and sealed-off rooms make it feel quite small on the inside. Almost all of the bedrooms are sealed off and have the name, birthday, death date, and a peephole on them. The rooms are like tombs, or more so like shrines, to the Finch who lived their life in them. To access these rooms, Edith must go through secret passages. The way these secret passages are set up are creatively impressive. I really enjoyed them. And then when you enter the room, you get like a good sense of who this person was, just how the room was like decorated. To learn the Finch's story, we must interact with mementos that trigger the life and death story of each Finch. Most of these sequences are dreamlike. I thought the pacing of these vignettes was perfect. They did a wonderful job with how each story builds up to the inevitable Finch family curse. Each one of the 11 stories have their own type of gameplay and art style. I thought this was an amazing touch. It really shows how much the creators of this game cared about this game. The vignettes also have their own music to further flesh out these deceased Finches. Jeff Russo did a wonderful job with the soundtrack. The music matched the feeling of the scenes excellently, and for me, it invoked feelings of mystery, sadness, loss, and even optimism. Valerie Rose Lohman voices Edith Finch, and I think she did a wonderful job. She's got this calm, soothing voice that I feel fit the character very well. However, the other voice acting in the game wasn't as good. It kind of felt like the video game voice acting from back when people didn't think it mattered as much.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that.
I love how What Remains of Edith Finch looks. All of it is beautiful, from the forest, to the house, to the sea, to the graveyard. I was very impressed with how it looked. So for me, What Remains of Edith Finch gets a 4 out of 5. I was kind of upset that we didn't get to learn everything about the Finch family, and also some of the voice acting wasn't that great, but I really enjoyed the story and I just loved how the whole thing looked. Feel free to agree or disagree with me on any of these points in the comments below. If you're still here and you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, why not do so? You've made it to the very end of the video. To all of my subscribers, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Maybe share it with somebody else who might like it. Social media links are in the description below and all that jazz. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.